Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, hope you like that. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We just gotta get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the, zero. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rap. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you I can't pay. You cleaned me out. Got nothing left but a GD from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I got some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow, god damn it. Watch your language, Harry. Um, say, we just need to get pointed towards the zero? Oh god. What's that? You know what they're talking about that? Tell you what, point my friends and I to the zero, and we'll call it even. Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear... People hear things. Rumors. Do you know another way to Dogwood Drive? Dogwood? Got a letter, did you? I've got a stack of them. Well, okay, sounds like the zero's your only course now. Harry, you're alright. If only. Got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot. Then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar, familiar but strange. You know the feeling. Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants in every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. And it's either even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for. Eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Well, I'll just take my skeleton leg and leave. Okay, so it was... Wasn't it like take a right? Shit. Oh. Classification doesn't quite match the bar description. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Like, no idea at all. Oh. Okay. What's this station? I've never heard this before. It sounds like horses? Horses running? A race? Charlie and I used to go to the races sometimes. Charlie, he was your boss's kid, right? The one who, yeah, must be some memories there. Well, that fet's so familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out? Okay. Ah, yes. Of courses. It's horses. The horses. Yes. Oh, the Mountain King, huh? What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Bureau, right? Or I guess the Hall of the Mountain King, maybe. I guess this is where I need to be. The Hall of the Mountain King. Isn't that the name of that song? Dun 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 dun. Isn't that Hall of the Mountain King? Something like that? I don't fucking know. Hello? Game? What do you suppose happened here? Some kind of storm washed it away? Just slow drip from the ceiling, wearing it down. Bridge. Bridge ends abruptly, crumbling into disrepair. Time to cut loose, ma'am? Well, I'm having fun. Oh, okay. Slow night, anyway. Boardwalk. Rope? A loop of decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Computers. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. Pet carrier. Pet carrier for a cat or small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner. They have once been a blanket. Okay? Yeah, obviously. Oh? Well? Backpack. Hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Of course, yeah. Bonfire crackles. Oh, fuck, I'm sleepy. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. Amy! Um... Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognize the movements of your heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart, while really you're in love with the young woman as well. So you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections, but just a ploy to set him up for her embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. I'm into it. Well, maybe I still have the knack. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot, bodice-ripping stuff, you know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus steaming up the windows. I'm not sure you should be listening to this, kid. I'm not listening. But of course it couldn't last. You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. Huh. So I went back to the university and studied human-computer interaction. Then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. In my off hours, I played around with a doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. It seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Tell me about it, ma'am. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people around the fire. Fire. I'll discard it. Yeah, we've heard about that already. Old man. Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Sorry, did we startle you? I might say you did. I thought you might be one of them. Oh no, you can't be. We've been patching all their spy holes. Keep the lights dim and the motors running softly. We root the smoke out through. That is, what were we talking about? We're a bit lost, actually. Ah, you came from the road. Zero. No, you should stay off that road. Not safe. Bizarre topology. You'll never get anywhere. It just brings you right back here. Back to this cave? Always back to this spot. It's a prison. An irrational prison. But I don't mind. Not anymore. This is where my life's work is. computer right on the other side of the spire. It looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat up mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively, put in some pretty experimental ways. Believe you me. That's to say nothing of the software, but you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffuse-based transistor circuitry? Sounds like it was short circuit. Certainly, but not all of it. Some moldy filaments are more or less conductive than others, and it grows in nonlinear, chaotic patterns. We can guide it a bit through simple application of classical horticulture, but we can't produce specific results, only tendencies. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere gardeners in these ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels. Boundless and bare, the caves stretch far away. We are too late, always too late. What, did you say something? I'm just interested in the mold computer. The mold computer, Oh, Xanadu, you've heard about it. Perhaps you've read about it in a journal? It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since. I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. Evolved and then deteriorated. I'm afraid you're too late, fellow hypertext enthusiasts. As the mold accumulated in the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something and sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? I drive deliveries for a small antique shop, and we're closing down. Shuffling around the dusty ghosts of antiquity. Well, I have my own ghosts, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusty machine. Take a look if you like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. What about you, Andrew? Oh, Andrew, you need a voice. I keep just doing Southern. Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it? Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we're standing in now. Kinda spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby. I think we'd all agree that's a fair assessment. Wait, let's unpack that for a moment. What makes it spooky? No, how do you know it's spooky? Or would be spooky for a baby? The shadows. Sure, but they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be. They're projections. Or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now? Surrounded by creeping anatomies? Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Only if you close yours. Okay, I can do it from memory. Good, now. You're standing at the top of a rocky peak. A tongue of flame licks the shadowy anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here again. How disappointing. Sorry to, disappoint. No, it's my fault. I shouldn't be so attached to the future. It's always getting in the way of my work. Better to be in the moment, carefully observing and documenting with no attachment. Let me give you an example. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed somewhere with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer. And I've put in the hours, believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write, and all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. Well then, let's leave it at that. Thanks for watching, y'all. I love you very much. I'll see you next time. Remember, Black Lives Matter, defund the police. Bye-bye!